Okay, YouTubers, this is the Angryprepper. So today's video is going to be on the Blackout Get Home Kit, right? So it's basically just a get home kit, guys. There's no such thing as a Blackout Get Home Kit or a Hurricane Get Home Kit. It is just a get home kit, right? Now, I said Blackout because when I originally wrote the list out, I'm like, Blackout Get Home Kit. But I looked at the list again, it's a get home kit. So here's a get home kit and what to do with a get home kit during a blackout. Now, let's get right into it. The bag that you should have should be a decent size. It shouldn't be too big and it shouldn't be too small. Granted, it depends on how far away you live from work. It's going to dictate how much gear you have in your bag. As you know, the other day we had a blackout and a lot of people were, I would say, stranded in a small area downtown New York. Now, the blackout was just pertaining to Midtown. So it didn't affect up here. It didn't affect Lower East Side, Spanish Harlem, Financial District. It only affected a small area. So it wasn't really a big to-do because all you had to do was go to another train system outside of the affected area and get home. That being said, Con Ed did say that there was going to be more blackouts and brownouts. Now you're talking. Now you're talking a bigger blackout. Now you're talking possibly all 5 boroughs. So with that, you need a get home kit to get out of the 5 boroughs, right? So you're probably going to be walking until you hit, let's say, Long Island, Jersey, or Connecticut, or hell, even just upstate New York, right? And when I mean upstate New York, I mean Westchester, sorry. So that's what you're going to need. And now the get home kit you're going to need is going to be a bag that's supposed to be a good size, right? So a decent size, not too big, not too small. The Kane Pro Legion pack is the perfect size. Now, I'm not advertising this. I come to realize that this is a very good bag for people of smaller stature, if you will. I do carry this bag a lot, especially with my camera gear in it. So it is the perfect size. It's not too big, it's not too small, and it'll fit everything you need to get home. Now, like I said before, the amount of gear you have in your bag will depend on how far away from home you are, right? So obviously, if you are 2 hours from home, that's 100 miles roughly. That's going to take you a couple days to walk. So make sure you walk, or you're going to walk to an area that's going to allow you to get on a train, bus, or car system to take you home. Now, if you drive into work, you're in luck. You don't need it. You'll be stuck in traffic trying to get out of the city, but you're probably not going to need a get home kit. But if you ride the mass transit system, if you take a train, bus, or even a boat, you're going to be out of luck. Now, a boat's not going to be affected, obviously. You're going to wait for the ferry. You're going to get across to wherever you got to go, and then you're in business. Trains, obviously, will probably be shut down. Bus systems will still be running, but they'll be stuck in a crazy amount of traffic due to there being no signals, no traffic lights. Traffic cops will be out there, but it won't be enough traffic cops to slow the traffic down or to calm the traffic down, sorry. All right, so the gear you should have in your blackout bag, your get home bag, is water, snacks, emergency blankets, battery operated radio, which is an AM/FM radio, socks, glow sticks, shelter of some kind, headlamps, flashlights, batteries for those flashlights and headlamp, battery pack, which I'm going to show you in a minute, change of clothes, if you will, in case you get caught in the rain, and footwear. Battery packs. Now, battery packs are really important. Depending on which one you buy, again, it all depends on what you want to carry. Now, I have this one by Omni Charge, right? This battery by Omni Charge, as you can see, is a big-ass battery. It's about 3 pounds, but this thing is a home run. Now, I'm going to interject something with this that I should have mentioned on the blackout video about having supplies at home. This thing will run your fan, right? It won't run your AC, obviously not, but it will run your fan. So you could plug your fan into this, and you could possibly get, if my math was right, 500 minutes out of this. I did the math. I had it running for 5 minutes, and it only lost 1%. And that was at medium. I'm going to do a test on high and low, obviously, to see how you could best utilize this battery. But for preppers, anyone who's looking to sustain themselves during a blackout, this is a great battery charger to have. You also have USB-C on here for like iPads and things like that, USB for your phones, and again, you can run a few devices on here at once, but if you're going to use the AC outlet, you can only use that one at a time. With that being said, you could run your fan on this and keep cool. Now, I do have a backup battery pack for this, and it slides out of the bottom like a magazine, if you will, and slaps back in. So it'll allow me a few hours of coolness just running the fan. Now, back to the EDC kit. This is called Zero Lemon. This is another battery pack that's 300 milliamps, 30,000 milliamps, and this thing runs a long time. So while you're walking home, if you're listening to music or whatever it is, you can charge your iPhone or whatever it is that you're using, and this is not going to run out by the time you get home. Now, keep in mind, if you're using something like this, this takes probably 24 to 48 hours, depending on your output at home. It's going to take 48 to 24 hours to charge. Sorry, 24 to 48 hours to charge. So you have to keep these charged fully, just so that you're not caught with your pants down. Now, you could actually just charge it halfway, and it's fine. But if you're going to use this, especially during a blackout, this is another way to go, carrying in your EDC bag. You can also use this at home. If you're going to use it in conjunction with this, you can use this for your phones and your portable devices, and I would use this for things such as fans or maybe even electro stove, hot plate or something like that. You can plug to this and cook in the dark. Now, this is a smaller device. This runs at 14,000 milliamps. This is called a power gen. This is pretty old. I know they have newer models out there now, and this is a lot lighter than the Zero Lemon. Ooh, that's close. The Zero Lemons are actually bigger. This is smaller. So you decide how much weight you want to carry. I would go with this, but this is better because it lasts longer. All right, guys, that was it on your get home bag during a blackout. Obviously, there's a heat wave coming, so everybody stay hydrated, stay cool. Go to the movies, hang out at the mall. Try not to run your power up too much. And if you live in a building with other people like I do, try not to leave your AC on all day long if you're not going to be home. I've actually seen a fire started by someone who left their AC on all day, and it burned out pretty much the entire floor and the people below them. So be considerate and don't leave your AC on if you're not going to be home. I understand you want to get home to a cool apartment, but it's not worth the risk of burning other people out of their homes. All right, guys, so this is the Angryprepper. Thank you for watching. You can like and subscribe to this channel. All right, guys, so you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Tumblr, and Twitter. Thank you for watching.